Hi, this is Sherry. I'm coming at you for Angel's Whisper, and we are on Canyon Lake, but today I've decided not to take the boat out. I had something that I walked upon on the shore that kind of stopped me short. First of all, on my dock where I am, right there was a giant. I swear it was a whooping crane, but I'll give it the option of it having been a great white heron, but it was huge. It's on the other shore over there right now. And all of the ones that are sitting with him across that shore were all right here. They were all right here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 representing big changes, happy changes, changes that are in your highest good. Standing next to them, right there, was a giant gray blue heron, and it was huge. It was about 5 feet tall. All of those birds are speaking about self-reliance, standing on your own 2 feet, patience, knowing when to assert yourself, and when you see what you're after, to move quickly after what it is that you want. But what stopped me short was pretty upsetting for me. You all know me and how I'm very connected to the animals. Right there on shore, right in front of my canoe, was a dead cormorant in the water. And I couldn't leave him like that. I didn't know what to do, so I called the owner of the dock here and my friend, and I said, can you come down and help me? And he brought down some garbage bags, and I picked him up. And I put him in the garbage bags. I know he's not suffering, doesn't feel anything, but it hurts me. And so I was speaking to my friend Adrift Maguire. Her and I connect really well with the symbolisms that come to us. And I said, you know, the cormorant speaks about diving down deep into your emotional waters. It's a solitary animal. It talks about being able to accomplish things that others can't. It also talks to you about, oh God, sorry. Think about the different things of the cormorant. Anyway, the message is coming from the cormorant. I said, you know, I know what the messages are for cormorant, but what do you think would the symbolism be for a dead cormorant? Because the death simply means the ending of something and the beginning of something new, like a rebirth. Interesting to me, there were no vultures here at the time. But as I was walking over here, there was a whole bunch. The entire sky was filled with vultures. And so I felt when I got down to the water here, that's what I would be speaking and showing you about, was the vulture speaking about rebirth. So she says, dead or alive, the message is still the same. But what was interesting, what she pointed out, was the fact that he came to deliver his message. She says he probably gave a high five on his way out of here. But the fact that he was dead in the water and how it would affect me was going to stress his message that much stronger to me. And that's true, because it would make you pause, right? I had to sit there and look at him and wonder, you know, it talks about, so I thought, well, maybe it meant that, you know, you're no longer going to have to be on your own. Because a cormorant speaks about trying to figuring out yourself, trying to find the answer, or trying to understand something, or come to a conclusion, or find a way out about a situation, or follow the clues and figure something out. You have the way of the ability to do this. This is something that's being put upon you to do yourself. So to me, it represents the end of that. So it's like, it isn't for you to sit here and dig and worry and try and figure it out. That was my message. That's what I got. That perhaps it's the time to kind of step back and allow the answers to come to you. Which, interesting enough, goes very much along with the messages that we have for our weekly reading. It also represents to me that maybe we don't have all the answers. Maybe we need to wait and allow things to become more clear, which is interesting, because Ardith and I were speaking about that this morning. She put a post up about a train that she was waiting for, and it normally came at a certain time, and when it got there it had a different name and a different time on it, and most people would just, you know, out of habit get onto the train and go expecting it to be the right one. And she said I wasn't going to get on that train and go to the wrong destination, so I was going to wait. So she waited, and then her train arrived with the right name, the right time. It was delayed, but she was on the right train. And I thought, wow, that's a really, really interesting message for me, because I'm given so many messages and clues. You know, we are all given a lot of messages and clues if we ask Spirit for help. And they felt like they were muddled to me. They weren't very clear. So she says, I'm not going to act until I get a crystal clear message. That made sense to me. So it kind of went along with this, the cormorant. You know, step back. You don't see everything as it is. You're going to have to wait. It's not you that's going to figure this out. Maybe it's not for you to figure this out. Maybe this is going to be brought to you. Take a step back. But clearly this cormorant delivered his message in a very poignant way for me. Wow. So that was my first beginning, and that's why I'm not going out in the boat. Not to mention, it's kind of windy today. We've got rain coming, and I thought, you know, I don't want to get out on the water and try and row my way back here. So we have several messages today. I'm going to work with 3 different decks, and I want you to pay attention to the messages and how what I saw on shore relates. And it's interesting, you know, I keep looking over there at the snowy egrets and the great white herons, and I swear that one to the left is definitely a whooping crane. It's probably 6 feet tall. So the whooping crane, oh, interesting, now another arrived, so now we have 6. The whooping crane speaks about soulmate connections and keeping couples together, soulmates together. So it speaks about if there's issues in your marriage or if there's issues in your relationship. It talks about working and fighting to keep things together and finding an answer. So that's a message to me right now for a friend of mine, and so I thought I'd put that in. Okay, so the first deck, we're going to be using the Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish, and these cards are beautiful. And so I'm going to, let's see, how do I do this? What would be the easiest way? I definitely need help. I need help. Somebody to be holding my cards for me. So reflections. I hope I'm viewing this right so that you can see it. And the message is what you contemplate, what you contemplate, you can actualize. So she's looking at herself. She's looking at a reflection of herself in the waters. So to me, that's emotional waters. Interesting. That's so this is a message to me as well, because the crows are appearing above us, and the crow totem, see them over there, and they're talking too. So they started speaking when I said a reflection of ourselves. So the message to me is, the crow says, walk your walk, talk your talk. So it's like, this is a message to you. Pay attention, Sherry. So I am. So I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to let you look around. Maybe I'll walk and let you guys see. It's very pretty here while I speak of this message. So basically what they're saying is, maybe it's time to not, remember I was talking about figuring things out. So they're saying, you know, maybe it's time to not stress about what's going on. Don't worry or fret about it. Try and figure out, you know, what's going on. They're talking about, you know, maybe you've gotten some messages, but you haven't gotten complete messages. Maybe you've like I said, you've gotten some kind of clues and messages from Spirit, and you're trying to figure things out. But they're half formed. You don't have all the answers. They're not connecting properly. So they're telling you, spend a little bit of time and reflect on that, you know, so that you have a greater understanding of what's going on. You shouldn't be in a rush. You have to be balanced when you're trying to figure out what's happening in your life and what needs to be looked at. And while you're doing this, while you're spending this time, you know, it's going to probably bring up a lot of emotions. Like what happened just now with me with the bird, that brought up a lot of emotions for me. I'm thinking there's a lot of things that are going on in my mind right now after seeing that. So they're saying, take some time to do this. Be still, go within, you know, go deep within. That's interesting, because the cormorant, that's what the cormorant's message is dive down deep in your emotional waters. So definitely what Ardith said about the stressing of the message by looking at it, how it was delivered to me, was definitely there. So it talks about going down deep, so that you have a greater understanding of what's going on. Reflect what's brought you to this place, whatever this is, a choice, You know, try and understand what's going on. Put aside, they're saying like at this moment, put aside any like sudden movements or frenetic thoughts or movements of, you just need to take a little space, like step back and really think about what you're getting and what you're seeing. If the messages and the signs and clues that you're getting are not yielding or bringing to you what it is that you're understanding, then wait and allow Spirit to bring something that has more clarity for you. You know, sometimes it feels like, you know, you're in a bit of a panic and you want to figure this out, and I've got to figure this out, and I don't understand, and it gets frustrating, and it's like, you know, you don't have to be in a panic. We're never late. You know, everything is always on time. So don't be stressed out. Don't be worrying that we got to figure this out right now. Take the time and don't be pushed into action. Even if somebody else in your life, you know, maybe there's something that hasn't come clear to you, and somebody else in your life is, you know, is saying that we don't have a lot of time here. We got to figure this out. That's not true. Don't let anybody push you into action, or maybe push you into acting on something when you don't have all of the clarity, and you don't, you know, sometimes we think, and I've done this many times. I get messages and I think, oh, well, I'm supposed to move, because I kept getting again and again, move. And I'm like, all right, well, I just got here, but I guess if that's what Spirit wants. And so I start to make arrangements to move, and everything, you know, I get a block and everything. And then I get a message really clear in my dream, no, it's not time yet. And here I was trying to assert inappropriately. It wasn't time for me to have this movement happen. So that's what they're saying. So if somebody else is maybe urging you to do this, or you're having this feeling that you have to go right now, you got to make this, you know, make this choice. They're saying don't do anything until you understand clearly what's being brought to you. It's a time to reflect. So that's our first message, and our vultures have shown up. And you know what? I'm glad that I had him help me take him out of the water, because I couldn't bear to have the vultures feeding on him in front of me. It's just not, I understand that it's nature, but I'm not made that way. I can't handle it. So the next message that we have, let's see, how do I do it? I'll go this way? No, maybe this way. Adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. How hysterical is that? That's exactly what just happened, right? What we were just discussing. It's not our time to do this. It's let a higher force take time. Look how beautiful she is, just laying there, allowing the tides to just kind of take her to the destination, you know? Just allow it to happen. Let go. Allow Spirit to take you where you're meant to go. And look at, here we are again with the crows. Walk your walk, talk your talk, Sherry. So yes, I am paying attention. I am paying attention. They want you to surrender to the situation. See where it takes you. You know, be passive. Allow the cycles to happen. Just, you know, it also, what also this message could be, and it is for me, because I've reached this spot myself. It's, you are in a place where you are refusing now to push your way. You are passively letting go, and you are just going to say, okay, you know what? I don't know what this is all meaning. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know where I'm going at this point. So I'm just going to let go, and I'm just going to allow things to come. Look at her. She's so lithe. Her body is just completely relaxed in the water. And it's interesting because 2-7, the number 2, everything is happening exactly as it's meant to, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. And 7, you're on the right path. So this is what you should be doing. That's what they're saying. So that's, you know, like I said, it's funny how the animal totem messages that we get. I'll go this way. Coordinate with the cards that we're getting. That's driving me crazy. So what else are they saying? You're kind of like adrift. You know, you're kind of adrift. You're just kind of free floating, and you're trusting. You're trusting that, you know, where is it going to take me? Is it going to take me out to sea? Is it going to take me into shore? Kind of like what I was thinking about, you know, with the water out there. I thought there's no point in me going out in the boat, because it's going to just slam me back into shore. You know, so what should you do? What, you know, it's not even a question anymore. You've made a powerful choice to let go. You've made a powerful choice to suspend. And it's okay not to know everything. It's okay not to have the answers. Sometimes, you know, I have clients that that call me and we're discussing, you know, what's going on, and I get messages like I have clients that call me almost every single day, the same ones, and they're asking for, you know, well, what do you get, and I think, geez, you know, one day's gone by, let it come, you know, which is a message to me too. Let it come, just allow it to unfold. Things are unfolding as they are meant to. It's time to just let it go, and be okay with not knowing. And sometimes Spirit doesn't want us to know. Sometimes they don't want us to know because they want to deliver something that's much more wonderful to us. They want to surprise us, or maybe something that's going on, you know, it wouldn't help us. It wouldn't help our mental focus. And maybe they understand that, and they realize that certain things have to happen. And if we were aware of what was going on, it would upset us. It would cause us to shut down, or it would cause us to go in a different direction than we naturally would be doing. And so they're not going to tell us everything. And if you don't get crystal clear answers on something, don't move. That's like Artist said, I'm not going to get on a train if I don't have the right number and the right name. If it's not clearly presented itself to me there, I'm not getting on that train. And it's interesting to me because there was a lot of symbolism just to her messages in the fact that she was talking about a train, because train is fate. Train is on a track. There's no, you know, you don't turn left or turn right. The train goes on the track. Unless it jumps the track, it's going in one direction, and you know, it's preset. So it's kind of like destiny is going in a certain direction on the train, and if it's not clear which train you're going to get on, you're going to end up in a completely wrong location. So don't do it. I like that. Okay, so now this is another interesting, and this goes along with that as well, I feel. I'm glad I didn't go in the boat. It's getting really chilly out here. This one is interesting to me. Which direction would be best for probably here? Guide. Okay, so there's a girl whispering to, one mermaid has got another whispering into her ear. And it says, a guide, a mentor, a trustworthy ally. Now there's two messages that come to this for me. And it has to do with the clarity. And what it's talking about is you need to be careful about who your guides are. Sometimes there are guides who are not aligned with your highest good. Guides are ones, they can be ones that have just passed over. They're family members, ones that you have cared about you, and they are there on the other side, so they're trying to help guide you. They have a little bit more of a connection with Spirit because they can see things a little bit better. But they're guiding you, and sometimes they're not in alignment with what your soul's purpose is. So you need to question. You need to, if you know, because a true guide, the messages that you're going to get from Spirit are going to be consistent. The ones that are in your highest good. A true guide is going to be giving you messages consistently. They're not going to be up, down, sideways. They're not going to be going against what your heart is saying. And so you don't want to just hand your trust over. You know, you say, like I was saying, if you're getting messages and they're confusing to you, they shouldn't be confusing to you. So if you don't understand them, step back and wait. But if something that you're getting is going against what your higher self is telling you, this is about testing and learning to trust your higher self as well. And so you don't want to hand your you know, all of your trust over to these invisible gurus, as if you know, you want to call them. I mean, in some ways it's good to do that because it's kind of like lessons are learned that way if you follow blindly. But I don't want to follow blindly. I don't want to do that. I have done this several times, and it was interesting because the first time I did it, I wondered if I was being disrespectful, but I just thought, I'm done. I was in Sedona, and I was getting confusing and conflicting messages, and I knew that couldn't be correct. That couldn't be coming from Spirit if they were, or for my highest good if they were conflicting. So I spoke to, and I said, I want my guides to step out completely. I want you to step out, and I said I will work with Archangel Michael or any of the other archangels or the Father, you know, the Creator, to guide me, but I want the other guides just to step out because all you're doing is confusing me. I know I've been given a choice to go a certain way. I've been shown this is your choice. You can do this, do that. Which do you choose? I made my decision, and I was being given conflicted guidance. And so I just said, you need to step out. I want you to disappear. And then I did that for a while, and I only listened, and I said to Archangel Michael, I've made my choice. So instead of telling me that this is difficult and are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? I've made my choice. So now instead of allowing blocks to come up by these guides, just step out of the way and just help me continue the course that I've chosen to go. Because, you know, there are quality guides and there are guides that are not in your highest good. So it has to be somebody that's in agreement with your higher self. So check how you feel after you get a guidance from a guide. Now, a guide doesn't have to be like a spiritual guide, always like from the other side that I'm speaking about. A guide could be a mentor. A guide could be messages that you're getting from, you know, from a spiritual source, like just spiritual guidance that comes. It could be from an oracle. Maybe you're doing your own readings or somebody else has done a reading, and so like say I'm a guide, I'm a mentor, I'm a teacher, but if what I've told people this all the time, only if it resonates with you do you follow what I'm giving you. I'm giving you what I'm getting. You know, this is what I get. But if it doesn't resonate with what Spirit has been giving you, or if it doesn't resonate with your higher self, you don't follow it. This is guidance. Guidance is not the law. It's just guidance. It's you know, these are your options, or this is what you can do, and then you ask yourself, what is it that I you know, really do feel? Okay, that's the first message. The second message, I'm looking at the seagulls. They're going with the flow. I'm going to let you guys look out while I'm talking to you. The second message is talking about that there could be one coming forward, a guide that's going to be coming forward that you can trust. So they're saying keep your eyes open because there's somebody coming into your life. Again, it has to be somebody that's going to resonate, but it sounds as though Spirit is bringing somebody to you that's going to help you on your soul's journey. And so this is going to be somebody that you're going to have come in contact, and they wish to help you in a way that's going to be healing to you. They're going to be, ooh, there's the vulture up there, rebirth. So this guide is going to be, this is a loving, very helpful, wonderful, this person, the personality that they have is going to be somebody who is totally in alignment with you. They're going to help you discard baggage and maybe old belief systems that you've had. Maybe there's been like, you've had challenges to your psychic abilities, so they're going to come and help you with this. Ooh, it might be pretty looking into the sun. And you're going to find stimulation. They're going to be, they're going to help you deal with things that are overcomplicated. You're going to become much more grounded in connection with this person. What's going on? Oh, fish are jumping over here. Look at that. Look at that. See? Going with the flow, paying attention, but allowing things to come to you. Seagulls are coming forward to speak about. So what they're saying is, this one that's coming, this one, you're going to be able to trust them, but always check in with your own higher self. Always check in with what you're feeling, and tune in and make sure that this person is absolutely in alignment with you as well. You're never asked to let go of what your true feelings are, to follow blindly. Never, never, never. I say trusting, blind faith. There's a difference between blind faith. I have faith that this is going to come about, even when I may not see the answer, I may not see the outcome. But to blindly follow anybody or anything or an idea, no way. That's not about to happen. So that's that message. I think. Let you guys look while I look for my next message. I think that's it for these cards. And I've got one I'm going to pop to. It was interesting because this one flew out of my deck, and I thought, oh, I've got too many, you know, messages right now as it is, and I shuffled it away. And as I went to put all my other decks away, this flew out again. So I thought, all right, I'm gonna talk about it. And it's interesting because it goes back to back with the message we just got. So this, oh, first of all, hold on, let me show you. This is Wild Wisdom of the Faery Oracle. This is another one of Lucy Cavendish's. It's one of my more recent messages. And what it's talking to us about now, here she is. A golden gift. Magical help is on its way. And it's interesting, I've been getting a lot of messages from Deer Totem. And she's got the antlers like a deer. And she's holding up her hand, and above her is this little golden fairy. Do you see this little golden fairy? So this is the gift that's coming to you. And they're saying that help is on its way to help you with whatever you've been going through. Interesting, you'll see that I'm wearing a gold ring today. I never wear gold, but in this message they're telling you, wear gold. There's something about healing, about gold, and the color of gold in your clothing or in jewelry, right now it would be helpful, if this is resonating with you, to wear gold. They're telling you that magical help is on its way to you. What they're saying is that it's kind of like intervention that's coming with this golden gift. And what she's going to do is she's going to help you with cleansing and renewing your energy. So gold, one of the chakras, which one is it, people? I'll give you homework to look it up. What chakra is represented by gold? Because it's clearing your chakras and your energy fields with a golden glow. So use the gold. I'm going to pop in right here with another message. I've been getting a lot of messages about sacral chakra. And this is going to be kind of weird for me to tell you this, but I've been feeling like my stomach's bloated. I've been feeling like, what's going on? I mean, I just have a little bit of something to eat and my stomach puffs out. And I've got a pretty flat stomach, so I can feel it, you know, and it's weird. And it's like, what is going on? Why do I feel like I'm pregnant? There's no way that's happening. But I kept getting messages about new birth and impending birth and pregnancy, and I thought, well, was it to do with that? I wasn't quite sure. Here it again is, you know, the confusion about my messages and the symbolisms that I'm getting. But I kept getting, you know, it's in my stomach area. So this morning I was given reference again, and it was speaking about your sacral chakra, and it talks about when your sacral chakra is out of balance, you're going to feel sluggish in that area. You probably, elimination habits won't be happening properly. Your stomach will be bloated, feeling distended. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. That's what's going on. So it talks about balancing your sacral chakras. I want to show you something. Oh no, I can't do it right now. It's too far. I was going to show you that the whooping crane tried to take off from the dock over there, and it was going into the wind and it couldn't do it. It was flying and flying and it kept being pushed back. So again, that reminds, and now the crow is making pay attention. So it's like, again, they're not able to do it. So just stop. So it literally landed back on the dock, and I thought, all right, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to wait, because it wasn't able to move forward constructively. But anyway, what I'm saying with the gold, they were talking about your sacral chakra. If your sacral chakra is not working properly, if it's out of balance, you will have a difficult time eliminating properly. You're holding on. It's all about the giving and receiving and being out of balance. And if you're giving too much, and what they say, I posted on my wall today, actually, about it, and it talked about how empaths or teachers or ones that are working we're constantly giving out. So our energy center, which is our sacral chakra, which is the giving and receiving, might be out of balance, and it needs to have tender care. And so I worked on my sacral chakra this morning, and I felt a difference. But it was interesting how it was being brought to my attention, and I didn't understand it. I couldn't understand. Why is my stomach bloated? Somebody said, you need to go to the doctor. And I'm like, no, I don't. I mean, and I kept saying to Spirit, I don't want to deal with a doctor. I don't want to take pills. I don't want to, I don't want to do anything like that. I want this to be healed naturally. So can you show me? So here, boom, here it comes along. Your sacral chakra is out of order, because as a healer and a teacher, you're giving, and you need to make sure that you're taking care to balance and protect and shield your sacral chakra. So I thought, wow. So the gift, the golden, what I'm talking about with the gold, Spirit was saying to envision this golden light coming into your sacral chakra to clear it, balance it, heal it, and protect it. And so in this message, here comes the gift of gold, and it's going to come and help you. Magical help is on its way. So for me, that's what it was regarding. For you, it might be something else. Ooh, the dock is rocking here. But whatever, it could also be saying it's coming along to heal depression. It could be coming along to clear away frustration or confusion. As I was saying, the confusion of not understanding where you were going or what's going on, or it's coming here to kind of dissolve this. So they're saying, allow this golden light. Oh, how interesting that right then my whole side of my head shines with gold. Allow this golden healing light to come and help dissolve all of this frustration or any depression that you might have been feeling, so that you'll be on the way to healing. And they're saying that wear gold. It would be helpful for you to wear gold at this time. It will amplify the healing. So that's why I chose to wear this gold ring. And it's interesting, this gold ring, look at the face on it. It means something. I know that it means something. I've looked at it, and if you look at it, there's so many different messages in this ring. It was gifted to me. It was found and it was gifted to me. The stone it looks like an amethyst, which talks about calming. But if you look, it looks like the whale's tail. It also looks like there's 3 seeds and one in the center is sprouting. It also looks like a wizard to me, a wise man. There's all kinds of different symbolisms that Spirit brings, but it's gold. And I thought, you know what? I don't care that it doesn't match my silver. Today, to amplify the healing, I'm going to wear the gold. And look, I'm allowing the gold to shine upon me right now to bring a healing into this situation. There they are again. Now, I don't know, you probably can't see. I wish that you could. What if I could zoom in? I can't. I always say that. But these giant white snowy egrets, or no, they're not egrets. They're definitely way too big. They're the great white herons. I'm going to look right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them on that dock across the way, and they keep trying to take off, and then none of them can make it, and they end up going back to shore. So it's kind of what it's saying to me when they speak about determination, self-reliance, standing on your own 2 feet, and the same thing with the cormorant, diving down deep into your emotional waters, being the person who is able to figure things out for yourself. They're being pushed back. And the cormorant died, and there we have the vulture rebirth. So there's going to be a rebirth, but first comes a death, which was the cormorant, and now we're in this period of allowing. We're in this period of don't fight it, don't try and go against the flow. Be like the seagulls that were above us and go with the flow, or pull back and wait until you get clear answers, like the giant white herons on the shore we're speaking about. It also talks about this golden gift. You see how beautiful she is. It speaks about a return to sensuality. It talks about allowing yourself to be sensual again. If you've been somebody who's been not allowing yourself to be seen, or maybe you've been uncomfortable with your body. It's showing to be comfortable with your body and allow your sensuality to be shown. Allow yourself to feel sensual feelings. Take some time to care for yourself. Have a pedicure, have a bubble bath, soothing music while you're lying in your bubble bath. Wear clothes that make you feel sensual. That comes. I'm going to go have a pedicure as soon as we're done. So it talks about taking care of yourself, and this is a way of healing. And by doing this, it'll allow this healing energy to come. So it's like stop all the frenetic trying to figure things out, and then just kind of go with the flow. Take care of yourself. Allow the clarity to come, and allow the healing to come to you, and pay attention. Okay, so I'm going to leave it with that one. And the last card is really odd because it's completely different than the rest. But I'm supposed to share it, so I'm going to, because somebody needs this message. I've experienced this myself last night. So the next message, and the last message, is Oracle of the Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish. And the card that we're having is Storm Angel. Collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energies. So you see this little fairy, and she's not a happy camper. She's got lightning crackling all around her. And what's going on is there's arguments and upset and discussions and people that are not agreeing, a clash of beliefs. So there's going to be people that are disagreeing with maybe what you are feeling or what you're doing. And they're talking about pay attention and deal with the energy that's around you. But don't compromise your energy. It's okay for people to have a different opinion. It's okay for people to, there's nothing wrong with diversity. There has to be dark and light. There has to be yes and no. There has to be, if everybody was the same, it would be really, really boring. Shadows and light are necessary. So they're saying that there can be harmony with this. But there's certain types of energies that don't mix. It's like oil and water. You can't blend them no matter what you do. They cannot exist in a harmonious fashion. So when this storm angel comes along, she says she's coming here to show you the difference between the high and the low energies, and they're colliding. And so she's going to clear away. When it's kind of like when energy needs to come up and expressions that come out, they come up because they have to be like arguments or angry discussions, or there's even fights that come up at times. But whatever it is it's energy that's being released, and it has to be released. And they're talking about at this time, truths are going to be found out. Any lies are going to come to light. You're going to find the truth out about, people may have been presenting themselves a certain way to you, and now you're going to see them for truly who they really are. Any manipulations or cheating is about to be revealed, or will be really revealed. And what they're saying right now, what's very important is for you to remain objective, speak your truth, Stand in your integrity. Like, don't water down what you feel and what you believe and who you are, because everything is about to become very transparent. And what they're saying is, she's got, where did I put her card? I keep putting them away because I don't want them to blow away. As you can see, her hair is glowing and her face is bright, and so she's going to shine a light. So here is one thing. We've been told to step back and wait and allow things to reveal themselves. There is about to be something that's going to be revealed. If it hasn't already, it's about to be. So that's it. Those are our messages. I have another message right now. I'm looking right here. See these two little loons on the shore? I've never seen them on the shore eating. So the loons talk about paying attention to your dreams and following your dreams. And I believe this is about feeding your dreams. So feed your dreams. What do you have to do to feed your dreams? You daydream. You think about what it is that you want to bring about. This is a time for not moving forward, right? They're saying this is a time to just allow things to come. But it's a time to take care of yourself. It's a time to nourish your dreams. It's a time to nourish yourself. You're going to pamper yourself. You're going to take care of yourself. You're going to allow yourself to feel sensual. I love how the messages all just pop up around here like that for me. Is there anything else here that I need to tell you guys? I started videotaping, and doing the reading when I came up across the cormorant in the water, and then I lost it, so I had to start. That's what came up. That's what I had to tell you. This was another card, but I thought, no, I'm just going to talk to you about it. There's been a lot about coming to me personally, and it might be coming to you as well, about returning to places of your childhood or your former and maybe past life. They're sacred places that are drawing you or calling you. Like for me, I've been seeing a lot of things about mountains, and it's specific mountains. It's Seymour Mountain in North Vancouver, British Columbia, where I grew up. I grew up in the forest playing on that mountain and in the river, and I've been seeing a lot of posts about it. I keep getting references to going somewhere. My soul is calling me forward. To sacred places, but it's the forest that's calling. And I laid there in bed afterwards as I was, listening to what I was getting the messages, because like I said, it's not clear enough. So I'm not going to say, okay, well, I'm supposed to go home to Canada for a visit. I haven't been back in like 7 years, or I'm going to go, because what I'm getting more than Canada is like it's a tropical climate, but I don't know. It's not clear enough. So I'm not going to buy a plane ticket. I'm not going to plan anything like that. I'm just kind of like listening and allowing, the messages to come in, and I'm going to pay attention. But what did come to me, and you saw it when we first started this reading, was the connection that I have. I said to Spirit, I love where I am. I'm so grateful for the beauty that's around. And I thought, I don't like a city. I don't like cement. Spirit took me from California to Wisconsin for a year, to a very, very small town, and I fell in love with it. And I realized, it was very hard at first because it was tiny and there wasn't much going on, but there was so much nature. And I was alone. I didn't have a car, and so really all I could do was go out in nature. And I realized that whenever I was feeling stressed or nervous or confined or like I didn't know what to do or where to go, I would get out. And the farther I would drive from this little town, and it was just a tiny town, but the farther I would ride my bike from this little town, the more calm that I would become. And I recognized that it's nature that's so calming to me. It's so healing for all of us. And so and then they moved me to Sedona. And again, I didn't have a car. I had my bike. And I was alone. I was advised by Spirit. This was a time of great learning for me. This is a time about learning my gifts. This is a time about figuring out, and at that time as well, I was not to mingle. I wasn't supposed to get to know anybody because they didn't want me with the wrong people. Because at the time, like I said, there are all kinds of guides, which can be mentors, teachers, other spiritual people, but they didn't want me with the wrong people that were not aligned with what my soul was telling me. I needed to do this connection to the earth and figure out and allow Spirit to bring to me when it was ready, when it was my time to understand what I was supposed to learn, open up my gifts. So I would spend all of my time either working or studying, or I was out in the mountains. And so as I was laying in bed the other night, I thought to myself, I'm so connected to the animals. That's my connection. A lot of people are connected to Atlantis. A lot of people are connected to the star planets. I'm very, very connected to the animal kingdom. I don't know if it's my Welsh heritage. Like I said, when I was a young child, I spoke a different language when I was little. Up until I was 11, I held that language. And it wasn't a language that I spoke to humans, I spoke to animals. And I have this very, very strong connection to animals. My cats are running around in my room at night. They've been doing that, and my cat Liger's been crying. Crying and crying and crying and at night, and I thought, what are you doing? And I watched him, and he's following something. I had a dream last night, and it showed me how my animals have come to me. And you know, when our animals pass over, our pets, they stay with us. They're a guide as well. And for me, that's my healing, and that's my connection. I'm speaking. I'm only speaking what I'm getting from spirit, and I'm not gonna even give you a direction. I'm just telling you and allowing you to feel whatever it is that you're gonna get from what I'm telling you. But I sat there and I said to spirit, I am so connected to animals. What is it with me that they're so? If an animal dies, the grief in me is so strong. You know, just thinking about it hurts me. I'm so connected to the animals. What is that? Why is that? I'm not telling you anything here. I'm just putting this out. This is a question I'm putting out to spirit, but there's something, like I said, that spirit's trying to bring to me, and maybe to some of you as well, for the connection. And to me, it's the messages that the animals bring. The cormorant, when I saw him, it was so upsetting for me. And when my dream, there was something about my animals, Tiki and that went missing, and I was so upset, and I thought, why did that have to happen? But it was trying to show me something. Spirit was trying to show me this connection that I have to the animal kingdom and how important it is. And so in my dream last night, I saw them. I saw the animals that had passed from me. And they were all with me in the house, and it was interesting because I was moving, and I saw Tiki, and I saw Siki, and I saw Shadow. I saw my cats that were in spirit, and they were all there, and so was Liger, and so was Babes that just went, and so was Lily. And in this dream, I was moving, and I thought, I can't take them all with me, and I think what it is they represent people that you help. They also represent, there's a time for moving forward and moving on, and you can't take everyone with you, and maybe there's going to be a choice that's going to be made. Here it is, Spirit's dropping it down, where I'm not going to be able to stay in with the ones around me that I love. And there's a time, and in my dream, I said, I'm not going to be able to take them with me, but I can leave them with my Father. My Father is the Creator. I can leave them with my Father. He'll love them, and He'll take care of them, and Mom will take care of them, and my mother is in spirit. I'm just going to take my 2 cats with me to the new house, and these other ones will be taken care of. So it might be a message to some of you who have lost a loved one or a pet that you're suffering from their loss. It hurts my heart just saying it, because maybe I'm picking up on somebody else as energy. Or maybe my higher self realizes that I'll be moving somewhere soon and leaving loved ones behind. I'm not sure. But the message was, the Father will take care of them. They're loved. They're taken care of. My mother will take care of them. They're loved. It also is a message that your dead loved ones never leave you. They're always with us. Your pets are always with you, and I saw with Liger and Lily, he keeps crying at night and he's watching, and then to have the dream and be shown, because I was asking, who are they looking at? What are they seeing? Is there a spirit in here that you know, who is it that's in this room that Liger keeps communicating with? And I saw them. It was the cats, and they were playing, and he knows them. He grew up with them. So it was just confirmation that our loved ones don't ever leave us. I mean, the fact that my mother keeps coming in my dreams, she's always with me, even though she's not here. I've been missing her a lot. So it's probably a message of comfort as well. You know, that even though Mom's gone, even though these animals are gone that I love, they've never truly left. They've had a rebirth. Here's the vulture. That's another message, I guess. You know, they've left spirit, but now they have been reborn. They're just in a different state. So I guess that's why I didn't know why I was supposed to share that until it all started kind of pouring out. That was it. So I'm going to leave it with that, because this has been very emotional for me, you know, to come across the cormorant like that, and to all these emotions coming up. It's a good thing that I'm outside because it's a cleansing, and I'm going to allow this golden light to heal my emotions and feelings. So there we go. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for coming with me. If you would like to follow me, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Google+, I'm on Angels Whisper Sherry Columbus, I'm on Sherry Columbus, Angels Whisper. I'm on YouTube where all these videos go. If you'd like to subscribe on the YouTube, you will be given notification when the videos are done. I'm going to go home and upload this. It'll take a little while. And my website is www.thewhispersofangels.com. I am available for dream analysis, energy clearing, balancing. I'm available for life coaching sessions. I do readings. I do long distance Reiki healing. As I said last night, when I had so much information coming about the sacral chakra, I was working using Reiki, and it moved really quickly. So the Reiki healing is just amazing. Reiki is so powerful. I was talking to a friend about this, that was going through a difficult time, and she's a Reiki master. And I said, you know what? Use the Reiki. You can't do anything about the situation, but you can send Reiki to a situation. You can send Reiki to loved ones. You don't have to know, like I was saying to my friend Art this morning, I was concerned about the safety of somebody. And I understand that they have their angels, but there is something that I can do. I can send Reiki to the person and it will go wherever they need it. Or I can send Reiki to the situation and it will go wherever it's needed to heal. I don't know where all the places are that are of the highest good. Even for myself, I wasn't quite sure what was going on, but I just said, I sent myself Reiki to heal where it needed to go. And then Spirit came forward with specific information telling me, it's your sacral chakra. That's what you need to focus on. So anyway, that's just a little plug about Reiki. Reiki is incredibly powerful. And long distance Reiki, you don't have to be in someone's presence. It's the intention and the energy. And so I do that as well. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I was told by my friend who owns the dock here that we're going to have rain, but look at this. I don't see the clouds that look like rain clouds. I don't know, maybe over there. They said that, I said, is it going to be rain or is it going to be spit? Because, in Wisconsin we have rain. In Canada we have rain. In Sedona we have really good rain. In California we have spit. There are clouds there. So maybe. He says 9 o'clock tonight, so we'll see. I ask for a cleansing rain to wash away any emotional debris. That'd be fantastic. But if not, have a great day. Okay? Thanks so much. We will speak again, and blessings to all of you.